Hello, everybody. Welcome back. All right, had a mini accident there. Didn't expect for that to happen there, but hopefully we can get it going. So we're just gonna get it going. Mounted the camera poorly and it fell on the ground for no reason. There should have been no reason why the camera had to fall on the ground, but there we go. I got it mounted a little better. Hello, everybody. Welcome back with another live stream, and today I'm doing an aquarium setup. So as you can see, I've mounted my webcam this time on a office chair so I can move it because I cannot show my face on in live streaming. Unfortunately, I wish to, but I can't. So I'm just gonna be showing off all the stuff that I have here that I'm gonna be needing. So we have a heater here. I bought the small 25-watt heater, and I've had it for some time by now. So I'm thinking that this is a decent enough heater for my aquarium, which will be a pygmy dropsy treatment tank where we're going to be treating dropsy in a pygmy corydora. So I'm hoping that I can get some more viewers this time, unlike the last stream that went pretty badly. So hopefully my camera isn't hating me today again. There we go. I think it's decently set up enough. I've got my digital thermometer put right here into place. So let's just get straight up into the point where we actually begin the setup of the tank. So I'll go ahead and put the camera up a little bit and then start the setup of the tanks. I bought this 16-liter aquarium for this pygmy dropsy tank. And of course, so far we're getting no viewers, but come on, what would I expect from it? And then here's the pygmy corridor we're treating. And hopefully that little LED on the camera isn't preventing you from seeing it. It's there hidden well in the background that you can actually see. It's what we're going to be treating today. Hopefully the camera can actually focus. Yes, it's in the background there, not this one. It's the other one, which maybe you guys cannot see or nobody can see because nobody's watching the stream right now. I have no viewers, which is disappointing. I hope for the best. I'm already getting hell to hit me more. So let's just go ahead and start taking off things in the beginning process of cleaning this tank and stuff. So first I want to set this down on the ground, and then hopefully we can get something to go. We still have no people watching the stream for some reason. Why are they not watching the stream? What's going on? What exactly is going on right now that is causing the stream to get no views? Alright, here comes the tank. Now put that down on the ground there so you can better see what I'm doing right now. And yeah, I would say this has so far been doing pretty good. So now we just need to rake this tank and get the sand moving, which before we can do any of that we have to move the camera up because otherwise you'll see my face, which I cannot show you. So hopefully we get this tank going, and then once we get this tank going we should be able to get it to look like it should. So hopefully you guys might be hearing me better. And now I have sand all over my hands. Amazing. So I just washed this aquarium, which might be one of the reasons why. But I do have a little problem, so let's check the microphone real quick. You cannot hear me, and I have nobody watching this stream. Alright, well, that kind of sucks. I have nobody watching the stream right now. It's like literally just me talking with nobody. But I'm hoping that maybe once and for all somebody can come live. But I know nobody will. Nobody will. Everybody is just ignoring it. So to fill up this tank, we're actually going to be filling it up with water from another aquarium that I cycled because I have no time to cycle this quarantine tank, and I will not be cycling it today. It's not the time to cycle it. So let's just start with the most basic obvious things. First, we have a filter here, which we're going to be using. This is just a base inside of it. Nothing actually has been installed just yet. And we've got some JBL Clear Mech, which we're going to be trying to use. And hopefully we can actually make something work. So here we go. I'll grab this bag of bioing, which will also be for quarantining the entire aquarium. So first things first, we'll just start by getting the most obvious of the necessary objects to set this aquarium up. So first things first, I want to start out with just getting the bio rings going real quick, and then hopefully we can get some viewers to watch this entire stream of me trying to set this tank up. And there we go. I got it put up like it needs to be. But since I'm not actually watching and I'm not getting no viewers so far, I have no idea why. I just spotted another ant. Why are there so many ants? We're just going to go ahead and start loading this filter up with some media, and then hopefully we can get it to work. Or we should first wash the media. I think we should first wash the media. You know it's a good idea to wash the media, because instead of having to leave the media unwashed, we should wash it first. So let's just wash the media real quick. Now first things first, we need to get water from a tank. And I'll be getting water from another aquarium. So the water will be coming from this big aquarium right here. And I'm hoping that getting water from this aquarium is okay enough for today's quarantine tank. It's basically cycled and everything, so hopefully it's not a problem for us in any sorts of ways. But it is definitely a problem that we're not getting any sorts of people watching it. I wanted to get some people watching it. So I'll get a tub of water and get that things cleaned up real quick. Alright, here they come, 2 tubs of nothing. We're going to fill them up now. Oh man. Oh shit. This tank, I didn't realize this tank was actually good. Well, I burned myself on a fluorescent tubes and now I cannot take out the water because I guess I cannot take out the water. How do I used to take out the water? Well, I guess because I guess I have 0 viewers watching this. It makes total sense to have nobody watching this right now. It's so logical. I have no idea why. And I couldn't take out the water because my aquarium would not let me do so. It has a little around it. Right, I bought a cup of water now. So, unfortunately, I'm thinking we might not be able to get more views than today because nobody's actually stumbled upon this video. And I'll just pour all the water in the cup real quick. And hopefully I cannot pour anything else inside of the cup, like not a fish or something before. So I can get this tank going. If you guys can actually hear me in the background, which I'm just speaking there for no reason, but I'm wishing for the best. Alright, here's some cycled water ready to clean all the components of this filter. So let's just start off with the most obvious one. We'll first get the camera to move a little bit and then drop all the media into the batch here. So start off doing the most obvious ones and then hopefully we can get this entire tank cleaned up really good and everything is like it should be. But of course, who knows, if I have only 1 viewer watching this entire stream, I'll be very disappointed because I wished for more viewers and I promised you guys I'm going to stream another stream at the beginning, so almost still wondering. So now I'm just going to wash out the water, the dirt in the tank. And of course, you just go ahead and grab all this necessary here. A piece of leaf or something in this. The water in this quarantine tank will be very clean, so make sure that water is as clean as it can possibly ever be. Okay, the little leaf is still not gone. Let me get it out of the water real quick. There's a little leaf in the water that didn't go away. And I was wishing for the best in terms of the stream, but I guess I got no views so far, which is amazing. I love the fact that I get no views. So just go ahead and really rinse out all the necessary things, like the sponge, for example. Oh yes, we got a person finally watching the stream. Amazing. Thanks for you watching the stream. It's nothing boring or anything. It's just me getting this thing going. So in the meanwhile, since I lost that person again, which is disappointing, me a little bit too much. I wish for the best in terms of how many people were watching the stream, but I have nobody else watching it anymore. The biggest amount of people that I've got was only a single person watching it. So that sounds absolutely disappointing, which sucks. So maybe we should get to the fun part where we actually get this thing going. So far, we're just getting everything set up. It's a boring process to get the aquarium set up, so I will be speeding up from now on so you guys could actually get to see me doing it and finishing off this entire aquarium in a little less time, because it might be boring, and that's probably why I'm not getting that many views. Well, I guess so. Enclosure would need to be a little bit of a cleanup too. And there comes the enclosure too. So let's just go ahead and real quickly get this heater washed up. No wondering about the plug. I'll have to dry that to make sure that this is safe like it should be. And regarding that, I would call this pretty much completely fine to clean this up like that. And here's the pump. So pump is this one. This is the pump. I homemade the filter, so that's why it doesn't look like a professionally built store-bought aquarium filter. I'm just using this mini quarantine DIY aquarium filter, and it is not a bad filter for quarantine builds. So we also have bent plug, which sucks. I wish I wouldn't have a bent plug. Hoping it doesn't light my house on fire, which is not something I want to. Especially since nobody's watching the stream again. Alright, the equipment is being washed, so now we should just go ahead and dunk all this water in the tank, right? We will not, because this is the water that I use to wash everything. And at this point, we need to start filling up this aquarium. But first things first, I'll have to drain that water from the tank so I can get some new one. Well, it sure is a mess on the ground. I brought the cup, the bowl cleaned up, empty, without any water. So let's continue getting water from the tank. And this time we actually need to get our digital thermometer set up and turned on. Oh man, it fell on the ground. The digital thermometer set up and going because we need to check the temperature. So, in the meanwhile, I have to get the temperature set up and get that reading going. Let's just do the most of the basic stuff here. So you get our thermometer going, which is a pretty easy task. Don't mind the fact that I've got a homemade thermometer that might look like it's made on a $3 budget, but I guess that's what I have and that's what I'm using. So don't mind the fact that I'm using this. Alright, so here's the thermometer. I powered it on. Here's the thermometer probe. And that's reading minus 127 for some reason. Can I get it to read something like the actual water temperature? There we go. Alright, it's reading the temperature. If you can see it on the screen, it's 27 degrees in here. And I just switched off. Why did it turn off? I have no idea what happened to it. It's just having a problem, so. Okay, I rebooted. It crashed, I guess. I didn't know what actually happened to it. But yes, the thermometer is functioning, so we can just use this one. Alright, well, since I have nobody watching again, let's go ahead and start filling this thing up again. Get to the more interesting parts of this video. Okay, enough a fresh batch of water. Here we go. Let's drop this in there. All right, another tub of water. Let's dunk it in the tank. And here's how the tank is looking so far. So I would say it's looking pretty good. So I'll keep my camera focusing on that for now before we can finish anything else. Here comes the water. Okay, so far it's going great, and I wouldn't say it's going bad. But the tank is almost being drank, so we have to continue doing this job. Which will be another tank. Alright, we're gonna fill up that tank with the rest of the water that is non-cycled. So we're just gonna use non-cycled water to fill up the rest of this tank. Well, I can't get cleaned non-cycled water right now, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to go ahead and start preparing the filter first instead of doing that because I guess I cannot do that. Oh man, why is it like this? There we go. Let's get this firing system going in now. All right, just load. No, I don't want to load in anything else except for what is supposed to be loaded in, the wirings. So I do not want to get one viewer or two viewers who watch this stream because I didn't even have that many viewers who watched this stream. I am streaming nothing. I am streaming without any viewers, which I'm super sorry about. I do not want this to be a problem. So let's just go ahead and show you this entire situation right now, where it's going so far. So let's just go ahead and see. All right, I pulled this up apart. I'm now stuffing in the filter padding, which will get this going. Now, I did set up a pygmy quarantine tank, and I'm doing exactly that right now. But if you guys do not get enough, I'm not getting enough views at this part, though, you should boost those views up by doing some fans. Of course, we're going to do ceiling fans. It's a classic one on this channel. I'm continuing the previous stream with ceiling fans. So, here we go. Filter's got gone now. It's now ready. So, we should just put this one in our aquarium. Or can we? Well, we cannot right now because we have not got the filter to turn on yet. We have not finished anything else yet. So here we have our trash, which is going to go in the trash. Along with the clear mech. The clear mech is not trash, but I'm not using it because I'm not 100% sure if this chemical filtration media will help a lot. But this is what it says it can do. It reduces those specific values there. So maybe it's not as bad as it might seem, but it is a little bit of a problem for me and nothing I want to deal with. All right, well then, let's get the tank going, and hopefully we can then actually get the tank set up. We've got some more trash here. Here in the corners. All right, here comes the trash. And the trash it goes. Okay, turn on the water. Let's go ahead and now start skimming this tank. Or better call it raking this tank with my hand. I know somebody might hate me for not using an actual aquarium rake, which is basically most aquariums would tend to use for this, but the layer of sand does need to be extremely thick because it's a ground for breeding bacteria, and also it could potentially get extremely dirty and harm the water quality. So yeah, we should just keep it at this particular level, and it's completely fine. So here's water. All right, this time we have a full tub. Let's dunk it in there now. I would have ruined the appearance of this thing. I wish I could get it to be a little cleaner. That's okay. All right, the tank is half filled now. So we're definitely getting somewhere. Well, I did rearrange the sand a little bit around, but I guess that didn't really help much because it got ruined again. So we're gonna grab some decoration from the other tank so we can start the process of getting this tank going. And would you look at that? Somebody's actually watching right now. Amazing. So let's get this tank going now. Grab some decorations from it now. I'll grab some decorations from the other tank to get this one going. All right, here comes the decorations. Right, there they are. Decorations. So got the ceramic tube and the ceramic house. All right, here comes the water. I do not want to overfill this tank, or do I want to underfill it because it's not a turtle aquarium. All right, so now we can get our time to start putting in decor and giving it a quick little rinse in here to just get off any of the dirt and stuff. So we can just get this going. And I do not want to get any fish. That should not be in here. Go ahead and not do. Okay. Another tub of beautiful water. Here we go. Water. Still kicking the tank now. What I would call that enough with now, so let's just leave this alone. Now we should start skimming the sand because it is completely being thrown off to the corners, and then not be going for the thickest layer of substrate here. As I don't want to really go with the thickest layer of substrate. Hopefully it's going to be enough to go with this entire amount. And there we go. So, it looks like a pretty dirty tank, and it's a little skimming to be done before. It's completely fine for this corydora to go into it. So here we go, just getting like most of this dirt that is built up at the top of it removed. I'm using the fish net to do that. Don't mind the fact that I did it with this net instead of something like an actual skimmer. This is a... What in the world is that? Disgusting. Something strange. Strange. Alright, well, it should be good enough for now. Let's get this. I have to do something. Okay, retard. Okay. So now we should just do that. Drop it in. I'm gonna drop this one in as well. Alright, so in terms of the cleanliness of this thing, I wouldn't call it dirty at all. I'd actually call it relatively clean. So before we can do anything, we need to match the temperatures and install the equipment. So I want to install the equipment, but I don't want it to take up that much space. I want it to be taking up as little space as possible to allow the corydora to still swim. So dropping in the filter now, and there we go. Just get all that water out of it so it doesn't start to blow out all the bubbles that it's got inside of it. And we're blowing out the side so it doesn't stress out the fish much. Hey, look at that, another viewer. So interesting. And at this point, we need a power source for our tank, which will be an extension cord. So good, I'm losing viewers and getting them. Viewers and losing them. Viewers and losing them. Hopefully I get a stream with 100 views or 1,000 or something. But I want to get all the equipment coming into place here, so let's just go ahead and get the equipment set up and put it in the ground there. Could I stick the heater like that? Maybe. Or could I put it at the side? I'm not sure. Thinking about regarding this particular part. I don't have any brackets for it, so I'm going to have to put it off to the side in the water like that. That would be a bit of a stupidity, but it's okay. For me, I have nothing to say with this. This is a completely fine way to do it. I'll do it this way. And then this one will also make sure to hold in the filter and heater and everything. Here we go. Alright, untangling the cabling. Untangling the cabling. There we go. I think that's a better setup. So we're going to be first starting off with the thermometer. Alright, we need to measure the temperatures of the tanks to make sure that we can calibrate the tanks like they need to be. So first things first, I'll just get the thermometer going real quick. Our thermometer is on, it's showing 26 degrees. Here's the probe, and I'll drop that in the water right now. So it's actually a little hotter than I expected it would be. It's minus 127. It's not, it's 26.9. It's almost 27. It's a lot hotter than I expected it would be. It's now minus 127, so it is very cold. It's now 27.3. It's minus 127 again. Alright, trying to get this thermometer to properly read. There we go, it's now reading 27.4 degrees in this tank. And it seems to have stabilized at around 27.4, which is okay enough for this aquarium. So I would say that it's a pretty nasty and tangled up aquarium with wires in it and garbage and stuff. But I wouldn't call it as bad as it might seem. It's a quarantine tank, and after all, I wouldn't really care about the cable management. So it's around 27.5, 27.4. So we're going to put the heater at around 26, which is a lot harder than this. It's around 28. I might put that 24 actually, not 26. It's a bit too hot for this tank. I don't want the tank to overheat the pygmy and kill it, so making sure the temperatures are good makes a bit more sense for quarantining in this. So yeah, we're going to try to keep the temperature at around 24 degrees. And I would call this decent enough. Let's go ahead and continue. This is about 27, 26. Let's drop it in the other tank, the probe tank too. Alright, well, this one is almost 28 degrees. So the temperature transfer the pygmy from, oh my, it is insanely hot. What is happening to it? It is 30 degrees. That is insanely hot. Like, why is it so hot? Why is it so hot? The goldfish tank is a little colder. Yes, it's colder. It's probably around that temperature. Alright, it's about 31 degrees, which is a difference, a major one. But the fish are all fine. We should start tuning that heater down. I'm feeling like that heater needs a bit of a tuning there. That is indeed a major problem, and we didn't really need to deal with that. So let's tune this heater. Oh wow, it's so disgusting. It's filled up with algae. Is this a faulty heater or what? It's at the same temperature as that tank, will be 24 degrees, but it is extremely hot. I'm wondering why it is so hot. Right, the light I just turned off. I don't know what happened. That's strange. Well, this thing is pretty much overheating. We're gonna have to put in our fan. We're not gonna be filming it. So, in the meanwhile, we're gonna leave this tank to sit for some time and then power up the equipment so that we can start quarantining the fish. Which I'll have to put the camera away because I cannot show my face during this process. And my face might appear by accident. Clothes are off dry. Well, the air plug is a little noisy. Can I plug this in somewhere? Well, we're gonna have to use our extension cord. Makes that a problem for me. It's actually a problem for everybody. Filming this and posting it, uploading everything. I don't want to ruin something. Getting a power situation is more difficult than setting up this entire thing. Oh, the camera will fall on the ground. Alright, I have brought an extension cord, or however you want to call it. You're going to be running this one across the room. Alright, get that grabbed up and placed it somewhere where there's no water. For now, we're going to have to place it up on the desk, on the chair. And then we're going to have some phones. So the laptop accidentally unplugs the stream ends. Oh, the camera better stop messing with me today. I'll have to be pointing it downwards. The scissors are going to be for aquascaping and working stuff. But the temperature is almost very hot. It's almost 32 degrees, not Fahrenheit, Celsius, which is a lot bigger than it should be. But I have nothing to say regarding a very big temperature in this tank. And here comes the water. Here comes the plug. Number one. So I think we could dry that plug first, though. It's better safer option to dry that first. Filter kicked in, and it's blowing sand around, but wouldn't call it bad. And plugging the heater now too. Okay. And is the heater on? I want to know. Yes, the heater is currently on and heating up. Okay. Good so far. Let's get some tissue so we can wipe off that water that got basically everywhere. And I make sure to rearrange this, so leave that to dry for now. And then get this extension cord. Cleany. Cleany necessary. A little cleaning is necessary every single time you're setting up a fish tank. Very important to note that. In fact, fish tanks always require cleaning, so let's make sure to get that going by cleaning this tank up neatly. Now I'll tell you the tank equipment that we're going to be using in just a couple of seconds to move the corydora into his own tank. And then hopefully we can continuously monitor the temperatures and everything necessary. If you're wondering about water quality testing here, I wouldn't necessarily call it much, but there's still a necessity to do that water quality testing, which we're going to have to do too. Turning the camera around because I cannot show you my face. Unfortunately, not me could prevent you, and there comes some trash in the trash. One eternity later. One eternity later, and the cleaning is gone. The cleaning is done. Not gone. Alright, I'll put everything back into its place. So now we can leave everything alone. My desk lamp won't be functional for a bit of time before I can go ahead and properly plug it in. Alright, here's everything plugged in up. And that's how this turned out with the extension cord and the cables running across the room. So it might not be everybody's favorite in terms of sliding the cables, but I could definitely say this is a decent enough option for my solution, for my situation, and not to get this external aquarium filter moved out of the way so that I can use all the filming equipment that I need to. I'm putting the extension cord down over there. Here comes the extension cord. Alright, so now it is time for the moment. Now, actually, all we're waiting for is getting the fish going, and I've got a viewer. Alright, so please hold out with me as we get the tank set up and the corridor acclimated in there. So, well, everybody's leaving this stream for good, so should I end it? Should I end the stream? I'm talking with the air right now. I'm talking with the air because of all of your ignoration. You're all ignoring the video intentionally for good. I wished I could do something together, which doesn't appear like it's the truth here. I wish for that. And we also have to clean up the mess that just got made. Oh no, not the mess. Alright. I think our bag is leaky. Oh, I think we have a leaking aquarium bag. The leak is definitely not going to stop. So there's a puncturing in the bag, somehow causing it to leak, which is unfortunate. So we have to fast We have to move fast. So get the net going. Let's catch that corydora catfish that is affected by dropsy. And have to know which one it is because I want to catch the healthy the non-dropsy corydora. Well, the dropsy isn't he's not escaping from his dropsy treatment anytime. And the fish! It is! The fish is being caught. Let's drop it in there now. I don't want to drop the fish on the floor and kill it. Come here, little buddy. Alright! Looks like we caught the successful one. And now I'll be monitoring the temperature of his water so it matches up with the one inside of the tank. So during the acclimation process, it significantly dropped to about 30.9 Celsius. So there it is. Let's do some cleaning now. My back later. The temperature still needs to be monitored. Continuously monitoring the temperature is extremely important for the proper health of this corydora catfish. And then I'll also pull this one behind. We need to do some more work. Temperature-wise, it's about 29.7, so it's still going. No, it's still 29. As we're wiping out the dirt from the tank. We're wiping off any of the crap. Right, here we go. I'm gonna have to stroll around the camera because it could be that my face might appear. Okay. Well, a little bit of a mess. That's unfortunate.
Ce faci mai aici? Ce faci aici? Ce faci? Uite ce mizerie e peste tot. Cine?
Alright, moving the camera, clean up the dirt, and then hopefully we can leave this alone like it is supposed to be. Alright, a quick wipe down later, and everything is super dry, so hopefully we can leave it as is until the tank is going to be completely cycled and going. Alright, so how's it all been going so far? It's been going really good. Put the camera down, and it's time for action. Fuse fan. Right on the ground you go. Let's shut this one too. Get the time to do it, but here is the tank so far. It's looking great, and so is this looking good. So in the meanwhile, we're just going to monitor the temperature, which is about 28.9 in the water. And here is the finished result of the tank. So let's get some keepus hand spinning, right? Shall we get some spinning keepuses? Ready to go. Hey, look at that, a viewer. I just said it before the viewer left. Good, so you watched for a bit before instantly leaving. Come on, move, you rat. You son of a rat. There he comes. You'll have to go ahead and let the camera down. No, I don't want you to show my face, camera. Do not show my face. Do not do a face review without my permission. Here we go. Alright, here comes the rat. Okay, being tossed around. Unintentionally trusting around the camera. Something fell on the ground. We go ahead and wipe the dirt off the camera. There we come. Bro, it's like doing some 360s there. Not long before this video turns an hour. We're gonna have to leave this fan alone. Alright, let's make sure the temperatures are like they should be. They're 28.6 now. We're back to the fish, and it's now minus 127. Without any intentions, let me check the contacts. Okay, you're seeing show the ceiling. Ah, no! It is instantaneously spiraled out of control. What was it now? It's still minus. Oh, it's 28.4 actually. This just finished calibrating. But this camera is so bad now focus. Oh man, it sucks. This is the tank itself, doing great. And then there is our Cory in the back there. Cory in the corner. Just chilling down there. So we're gonna need some Epsom salt and a couple of things for his treatment. And regarding this tank, it is doing a pretty good job of surviving. Folding up and doing what a tank would typically tend to do. And would I call it a good stream? An hour about stream? Well, I would. So unfortunately, I don't know if I with a fan here, but the tank was our main focus for the day. And since it went so badly, I think we're ending the stream here. Bye-bye, everybody.